Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside head coach Daron Schoenrock. And hard to believe, coach, and we'll talk about the weekend against Houston, but after the Belmont game last night, that was game number 28, and finally have made it to the halfway point through the regular season. And really hard to believe since that first 4 to 6 weeks of the season, it seemed like we were playing just one game every 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, we're finally getting some weather, and the team's able to get on a little bit of a consistent preparation, daily preparation, where we've been able to get into a routine a little bit better. And everybody else we're playing has too. It was a tough start to college baseball all around the country.
Unfortunately, like we said, we weren't the only one in that boat when the season started. So everything was kind of even. A lot of people in our region struggled to get games, and now we're starting to catch up. Most of the teams in our league now maybe only about 4 or 5 games ahead in the schedule as far as games played.
Yeah, and we'll catch we'll catch 3 more makeups coming up that'll get us closer to the number that the other teams in the league have played, and I really think the more one of the strengths of this team is going to be some depth in pitching, and what we're seeing is some of the kids that didn't get to throw a lot early that we felt really good about are just now getting some looks, and that they haven't had live outings since the preseason of the season. So it's going to take them a little time to get in the routine and get in the grind.
Let's talk about last weekend. Moved that series up. It was Easter weekend, so the American plays Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Ended up being a really good weekend for you. I know a tough loss on Thursday night. Ashford Fulmer got that home run in the 7th to win it 3-2, but you guys bounced right back. You scored 8 runs in the first inning Friday, got the momentum early, and established it through the whole 9 innings. You come back for a nice Saturday win. Winning 2 out of 3 was huge against Houston. I mean, you set up the first 2 conference weekends, a road series win at East Carolina, and then you beat the conference favorite 2 out of 3.
Yeah, Friday's game was one of those typical 3-2. Every pitch mattered. There's a couple of plays we didn't make. We didn't make a play on a bunt play, and kind of botched up a first third defense, and you trace back to 1-run games, and it's usually those things. Now the Saturday game, when you're up for that many runs in 1 inning, now the challenge is hang on, keep playing the game the right way, but understand that it's like a little tougher for Dylan. Even commented, I didn't know whether to throw the ball down the middle, keep making pitches, and I said, hey, it's got to be you.
Yeah.
And he did fine. He kept us in there and gave our offense a chance to expand that thing, which we needed to late. Yeah. And then I thought Sunday Connor Alexander set the tone for the day and matched their guy pitch for pitch, and is showing poise beyond what a freshman can show. And that's really comforting to have that waiting for you on Sunday now.
You go to Belmont on Monday, and that's the first kind of crazy midweek game we've had. And you expect some strange stuff to have midweek, especially playing on a Monday as you sent Ferguson out to pitch. And you jumped on top 4-0 in the first inning. Brandon Montgomery got his first career home run, a 3-run homer to left field. But you could tell Belmont was going to break through. They were getting guys on base. Unfortunately, they were getting a lot of freebie bases. And finally, they got some hits. I believe they were 0 for their first 9 with runners on base, but they broke through in the 4th inning, a 7-run inning. You had to throw 4 different pitchers out there. Your team, give them credit, bounced right back-to-back homers in the top half of the 5th, and then carried that momentum to the back half of the game.
Yeah, that was really good. There's some good things that happened in that game. One, we dodged some bullets with giving away a lot of freebies from the mound. We kind of lived behind the 8 ball a little bit, and you can't survive like that long, but we persevered through that. We didn't get a lot of we pitched in a lot of advantage counts to a team that has phenomenal offensive numbers. You look at the number of home runs which you can hit in that ballpark, but you combine it with tremendous speed. They were great home to first. They were as good home to first in running times as Houston was. Stolen base numbers were high, so you had to defend a lot of things. They didn't get out and steal much, to give Corey Chafin, who got his first start behind the plate, credit, and Matt Ferguson and all the relievers credit. They held the running game and against a team that really had a lot of stolen bases coming in. So if they combine the freebies with them playing their offense, getting the big swings off and stealing the bags, it could have been a tough day for us. We negated that part of it. Then we finally got the game settled down with Blake Draybeck in the bullpen. He pounded the strike zone and gave us a chance to expand. We answered back twice, and that was huge. And and once we answer back with another 3-run inning. So we had to win a game offensively, which we haven't had to do that much this year. We've won the game with pitching and defense and just scratched out enough, but we had to go win one from the offensive side. And that's easier said than done, but our guys respond.
Coach, you go to Cincinnati this weekend. That's always a tough road trip because it's a bus trip. Cincinnati this year was struggling a little bit, but they've got the preseason player of the year. And then all of a sudden last week they beat then 10th ranked UCF 2 out of 3, and they had a chance to sweep on Saturday, and UCF had to edge them just by a 1-run game, just 2-1. So it's not like you can take for granted that they've struggled overall this season. They're starting to play pretty well.
Yeah, second-year coaching staff, he's getting some of his players in there, and they've committed a lot of money to the program, redone the facility again, twice since I've been here now. They've put a lot of money in that facility. So, and they're in a fertile area. They're getting in the Midwest. I look for that program to make some climbs, and even as tough as this year goes, good or bad, you're going to see them pop up and do some things because the team's well coached now, and so it'll be a challenge. They beat us 2 out of 3 last year. I thought we had a team last year that was maybe a little better than they were, and at their place we lost 2 out of 3. So a little different scenario this year with Cincinnati is we play them home and home. So we'll play them 6 times. Very important that you try to hide your flaws, because if you show some flaws and some chinks in your armor as a hitter or pitcher, they're going to get multiple looks at you. And so it's the one opponent in our league. That's the interesting thing about this year. And then secondly, we're on the bus going back on the road now, and man, it just seems like we don't have many home games now. So, but we'll count on some down the stretch. But I think our guys will, they'll slice it into 1-day increments and let that series unfold like it is. I think our pitching depth will be a vital decision-making series clinching thing in the process. So we just hang our hat on that.
Sounds good. Coach, we'll see you in Cincinnati.
Thanks, Jeff.
That is head coach Daron Schoenrock. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.